This one has been a long time coming, some 26 years in fact, all the way back to 1994 when a young Dodgee gamer was dealing with the disappointment of England failing to qualify for USA 94 and the real-life tragedies of the deaths of two of my childhood heroes, Kurt Cobain and Ayrton Senna. But I found solace at that time in a point-and-click adventure classic for the Amiga, Beneath a Steel Sky, and now, quarter of a century later, we've finally got the sequel, Beyond a Steel Sky, and that's the subject of today's First Look playthrough. So here we are, Beyond a Steel Sky. It's the game I've been waiting for. Big thank you to Neon Hive for providing me with the code, and to Revolution Software for their brilliant work in putting this game together. I'm sure it's going to be great. Obviously, Revolution Software did the original, also the Broken Sword series, which you can also follow on this channel. I haven't played this game at all yet. It's a completely blind playthrough. In the First Look series, we played the first 20 to 40 minutes of the game, and then we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, if it's something you like, do hit that like button, drop me a comment, and we'll look at turning this into an extended series.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the
Pie,
Gap
always a
folks
good
so
payment.
much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey.
Joey
We
and I
remember
were
him
always
well.
together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then,
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
it was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
To be fair, she did.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City.
Spoiler alert for the first game.
On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people.
Alright, kind of similar to the original game. They've got this comic strip style opening. Nicely done. Good bit of art direction. Voice acting is spot on so far. It's, you know, always an important point for me in these games, and now we finally get into the game itself.
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Okay, that looks like something we should be investigating. Alright, so all 3D. Very different from the original pixelated adventure. Alright. Let's have a look around. Shift to run. Alright. And up to the girl.
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand. Hey! Excuse me!
Almost looks like a lightsaber.
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
No! Damn birds!
Wait! I just... Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
Ooh. Looks like they got something else as well. Right, okay, so objects we can interact with are highlighted with a reticule. Alright, add that to my vocabulary list. And send to your screen on chosen object and move closer to it. Okay, so we don't actually have to click.
No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast.
Alright, well, I guess we don't really want to do anything with the body anyway.
I was short on food, but maybe I had something in my bag I could spare.
Alright. So, how do we get in the bag? Oh, yeah, we've got something here. Piece of pie. There we go.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days.
Yes, clearly.
The logo.
Ooh, yes. I
I'd
did
seen
see
it
that
before.
before.
On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back.
Oh, yes. Back in Union City, baby. Right, let's see what we get here. Let's get inside the city. I'm sure we're going to have a few classic point-and-click chain quests to do. Let's see how it goes. Very good, dramatic, kind of cinematic style opening. So graphically, they seem to have gone for a bit of Telltale Games style. So, you know, I'm digging it so far.
How the city had thrived since I left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Doesn't look like it's thriving that much. Alright, let's make our way into the city. Anything around here to look at? Whoa. Not a good sign. Not a good sign in more ways than one. Alright, got my puns out of the way. There'll be more. More where that came from, don't worry. Oh, right. So let's have a look. We've got some drones buzzing around.
Halt!
Alright, we will.
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
Will do.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
Okay, let's ask about the
So
registration
how do I
then.
register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Got
Sounds
it.
easy.
It is.
I
Without
bet it
it,
isn't.
you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
Okay, what are those then?
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
We will do. Alright, registration.
Remind me how to register with Union City?
The immigration terminal is back there in the gardens. You want a U-chip? That's where you gotta go.
Thanks.
Follow the hand. Got it. Right, what's 2CU?
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know
Simple
how that
job.
goes.
Okay, we've used up all of those. Let's ask about the missing
Can
kid.
you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
Alright, we've got to register first before anything else, I guess.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
The point-and-click compulsion to go through every aspect of the conversation tree. That's what's
Have you
keeping
seen
me.
a boy called Milo?
No, but I do see an unregistered Gaplander.
In these games, I do like
How do I
pissing
get to
these
immigration?
androids off.
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated by these signs. Soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
I love how this android's getting increasingly annoyed with
I'm
us.
looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right.
Good to know.
I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
Okay, I think we're just going to end up repeating ourselves, so we'll
Thanks for
say
your time.
goodbye.
Enjoyed every minute of it.
I'm sure you did.
How can I help?
So it's not really point and click, it's kind of direct and focus, because we've got to get that circle over something and then move towards it to be able to examine it. What are all these birds doing here?
There was a strange smell, and it was coming. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
A murder of
Didn't take my
gangangs.
chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
Okay, I guess we need to get rid of those guys later. Alright,
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Oh, and the android's following us. Fantastic. Alright. Shall we run? Let's go for a jog. See if the android keeps up with us still. Okay, let's see what we get from this technician. Keep a smile on your face.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help, but this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, got to get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
Obviously doesn't trust us.
One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
There we go, fantastic.
It's working.
Nice bit of point and click humour.
We fixed it.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobbsworth. What can I do for you?
Alright, let's have a chat with
Tell me about
Hobbsworth.
Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, was magnanimous, proactive,
Humble.
and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. So what's your deal, Hobbsworth?
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
Oh, we do. Alright.
Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course! You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
Nice jacket.
See how far we can take
Oh,
this.
thanks. I like yours too.
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels.
Not this one. It walked on the sand. And it was, shaped like a dog.
Whoa.
Sounds perfectly sane.
That doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
About this missing kid.
Dude, word of advice, huh? Since you're new here?
Okay.
Look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man. We're a proper society.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Right.
It's really important I find
Anything
this
else to find out about the vehicle?
Why?
because it kidnapped a child from my village.
Well, that's the Gap for you. It's like the Wild West, but, you know, without the West.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been tracking the missing child for...
Nah, if it's missing children you're looking for, you best try the Gap, not here. Good day now.
Work order
Alright, alright. Nothing from him
How
then.
can I help?
To see you. Nice to see
Work
you.
order received. Work order accepted.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
So I'm going to need to get that chip. It's going to refuse me, I think.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
Alright. Let's go. Where is the immigration center? That's probably not it. Looks too cute to be an immigration center. Said it was something to do with the gardens. Looks like we've got gardens here. So off we go. Oh, another hand device. Following the hand signs. It seems to be pointing this way.
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Alright, we've obviously passed it. It's probably this booth back here. There we go. Oh. I was looking at the right thing, but there we go.
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Finally.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant. U-chip implant successful. You are now registered with Union
A
City.
U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Well, we have been told how it's going to help you, but alright. Let's test it out here.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Okay. Doesn't help us out everywhere, I guess. Okay, nice rubbish bin, but nothing for us to pick up there. Right then, let's explore a bit. And now we've got our chip. Let's see what happens. Strange bench.
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
Never get tired of modern art. Chuboom. Alright. So we should have gone that way in the beginning. Alright, got it now. Right, we'll leave the birds alone. Got that much. Maybe we can go and have a chat with to see you. Or this person here. Trucker.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too.
Nice to know. Alright.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Alright, off we go.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin' trying being the operative word.
Okay, let's see what else we can ask him about. Power cell. It sounds like a quest.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
Have you spoken to Hobbsworth?
Didn't I say someone competent?
Ooh,
That muffin
sick
doesn't
man.
know a panhard rod from a Chapman strut.
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Nice one. Right, let's ask him about what we came here for.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
I saw what I saw. They kidnapped a kid from my village.
You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the gap. But I've never seen any come through here.
Alright, we'll ask him about Milo then.
You haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinch something of yours?
No. He was kidnapped.
You know, like we were just
I
talking
see.
about.
Sorry to hear that. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
We will do.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell? I'm pretty handy with this sort of stuff.
Hobbsworth has it. Told me he'd have it charged in a jiffy.
Great. How long ago was that?
About 1 million jiffies ago. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
Right, I think we've asked about everything, so
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine with
we'll
that.
leave him for now. Right, I think we need to go and chat to our mechanical friend again. And he's gone. Can we use these now?
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
Alright, we're not a citizen, of course. Just a visitor. Spankles. Interesting. Alright. Let's see where all these people are heading to. He told us to speak to a kid. So can we find a kid around here somewhere? Oh, okay. There is our mate from the bridge.
Excuse me.
Well, hey there, stranger. How's your day going so far?
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobbsworth can do for you? By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
Yes, of course. No problem.
Power cell
How's
then.
going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
See you around, Hobbsworth.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly. Give me your hand.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
Reminds me of an episode of Black Mirror when you used to get credits for doing good deeds. Alright. Oh, old terminal. Can't do anything with that. It's Link.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link.
I haven't seen one in 26 years, mate.
Everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother.
England not qualifying for USA 94.
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
Right, is this our girl from earlier?
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier.
There we go. Conversation time. Let's see what she's got. Oh, wait, I thought we'd clicked on talk. Whoops. Okay, there we go.
Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
Alright, let's ask her about the dead body then.
Out there in the desert with that corpse.
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my Deet, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a Deet?
My Deet, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the Deet for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Right, better ask her about Big
Who's
Steve.
Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my Deet.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the Deet for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
Trade. That's what they asked about. Let's ask a bit
Tell
more
me
about
this
Deet.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the Deet to swap them. At least I did until Big Steve grabbed it.
Right. Let's ask her about trade.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside
I think
want
she's
stuff
getting a
from
bit
the
annoyed
inside.
with us now.
Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside. Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my Deet, that is.
Right. Okay, got it. We need to get it back.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No. This one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
Tell her
I
about
just
the
need
kid.
to know if you've seen a missing kid come this way.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Right. Let's ask her
What
about
were
the
you
body
doing
again.
out there in the desert with that corpse?
Okay, same
I
question.
told you already, I was deeding his ID. Only now, Big Steve has my Deet, and ipso facto, the ID.
I got a U-chip with a temporary ID from over there.
Good for you. They're free.
Can I get into the city with it?
No. And yes. And no.
Break that down for me.
No, a temp ID so they can keep track of you around here. Won't get you inside. Yes, I could deet that corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
Thanks for spelling it out.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Anytime. Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. A sandpit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me.
There we go. Here's one of the kids we need to speak to, I think.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid.
Alright, let's ask him
What's
about
your
himself.
story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Voxel, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Voxel says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
Right, we need to find Voxel, I
Who's
think.
Voxel?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
Alright, so... ask him about the
What's
monster.
this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Voxel, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
Alright, I think we need to
Oh,
fix
if
a
you need
roundabout
anything.
for him. Let's see, what have I got? I can use a crowbar on the chain, I think. There we go. Nicely does it.
Push me.
Okay, I guess that's the next part of our quest. Push the roundabout. Okay, there we go. We've got a pretty good pull. Get it spinning that much. again. Alright, we'll do it one more time. Off you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, little pixel.
Hey, me again.
How can I help?
What's wrong with Voxel?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding?
That's what we were looking for.
Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
See you around.
Off we go then.
If you need anything.
In a bench in the garden. Right. So that's not a bench. That's where Ember works. These are all picnic tables. So let's head over here. So we need to find Voxel, and then... Yeah, this was the strange bench, wasn't it? There we go. It's now named as Voxel's hideout.
Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions.
Okay, so we're going to ask him about the monster, I guess.
To ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
Pixel.
Your brother, Pixel.
Stupid Pixel. He's so stupid. Go away.
Honesty isn't always a good policy with kids, is it?
Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Stick with the monster.
Voxel, about this monster. Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
That doesn't sound good.
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Good point.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Firecracker.
What is it?
What are we going to do with that?
Firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster. But you can have it.
Okay, thank you. Let's ask him about the firecracker.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster. But cover your ears.
Right, I've got an idea for the firecracker.
Hey, you got anything to eat? I'm kinda hungry.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hobbsworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood. Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city.
There had to be a way in through the main gates.
I'm thinking, will a firecracker get rid of these birds? So let's see. Have to go a bit closer, I guess. There we go. Let's use it. There we go. Wait a second. Ooh, they didn't like that. Do we want to open this truck? We've got the door ritual.
The smell of the Mini K was highly pungent.
What was the door ritual? Oh, okay.
I gave the door a good tug. Here we go.
Door.
These were not my best moves.
Right, I
Maybe
better
later.
go back and check with the guy what it was again. It's been a few minutes since we spoke to him, and I've already forgotten.
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain. Not like anybody'd listen if I did.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
The doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked, jammed. Oh, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can I get in?
Didn't you listen? It's a ritual. First off, give the bumper a good wallop.
Okay, bumper.
Then, do a little jig.
Jig?
A jig?
Aye, a jig. Then pull the door hard.
Okay, bumper,
Pretty technical,
jig,
huh?
pull.
Have to move with the times, pal.
You seeing you?
Aye.
Right, let's get this truck open. And hope the crows haven't come back. So bumper, jig, pull. That's what we're going for. Bumper, jig, pull.
Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves.
Do the jig. There we go. Nice and easy. Got ourselves some mini sausage. Alright. Now the other thing we've got to do is find Big Steve. Maybe the mini sausage is going to help us do that. Big Steve, they said, was purple. These all look red to me. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang. 2CU. Another gang, gang. Right, so where can we find Big Steve? Any purple-headed birds around? This one? Not moving around so much? No, red. Redhead. Redhead. Redhead, redhead. Who have we got over here? Redhead, that's Big Steve.
One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest.
And he's got the tool.
Come on, big fella.
Okay. So where do we take him? Ground? Waterfall. Why not? Let's throw it in. Nope. That didn't work out well for Big Steve. But it worked out well for us. Alright, let's pick that one up. Ember's Deet. Alright, where are you, Ember? There she is.
Hi.
Hi again.
Right, Ember's Deet.
Guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My Deet? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the Deet in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The Deet for the ID? But
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Good, we're getting
Right.
somewhere.
Let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my Deet, Follow me over to my workbench.
Ember's Deet had a citizen ID stored on it.
Right, hopefully this is a workbench. Indeed it is.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
What this is.
Oh, whoops. Got a bit of overlap there.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
Let's do it. A bit of moonwalking past each other.
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
I'm going to take it that was a pun. Alright, obviously, little bit that we don't know about this Graham guy. Well, I am going to leave it there for today's first look episode. I certainly enjoyed playing through that game. Quite like the visual style. A bit of an interesting take on a point and click, this one. It's not your straightforward 2 or 2.5D point and click. They've gone for 3D, and I think Revolution done a pretty good job of it. A better job than what was done with Broken Sword 3 and 4. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please do hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Beyond the Steel Sky. Let me know if you'd like to see this become a Let's Play series. If you'd like me to go back and do a retro Beneath the Steel Sky series, I'd be up for that as well. Do let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'm Dodgee Gamer, and I'll see you again soon.